On Friday morning, Donald Trump woke up, got on Truth Social, and freaked the hell out about his upcoming testimony today. Of course, on Friday, it was in the future, but today, it's today. Not just freaked out about his testimony, but really seemed to be freaking out about the results of the trial, which Trump is the last person to testify, assuming he even shows up today. After that, it's closing arguments, and the judge's going to deliver the ruling. So Trump's starting to panic, and he is not even trying a little bit to hide it. Here's what Donald Trump wrote on Truth Social on Friday morning. I hope everyone is watching the kangaroo court witch hunt taking place against me, led by a totally corrupt and racist AG and a highly partisan judge who made his decision before the trial even started and before he knew anything about the case. Mar-a-Lago worth $18 million? Yesterday, a highly acclaimed finance expert powerfully stated that I did nothing wrong and that I built a great company. The case should be dropped. No business will ever move to New York after watching this charade, and many will be leaving. I was not allowed a jury. So unfair. The judge knows we are not guilty of anything but creating thousands of jobs and building a great company. Watch the trial. Okay, I mean, those are totally normal words from a totally normal person, right? Let's go ahead and start at the beginning, right? Like, you keep calling Letitia James racist when you're the one who actually uses racist words and phrases to describe her. So that's a hell of a lot of projection on your part. Second one is, made his decision before the trial even started. Yeah, it's called a summary judgment. And he actually based that on all of the evidence that was presented to him. So you're sitting there lying to everybody saying he didn't know the facts of the case. He knew all the facts of the case. And that's actually not that uncommon. Then the finance expert who said you did nothing wrong. Yes, the finance expert who, by the way, you've paid $500,000 to, did say you did nothing wrong, but he did say that the Trump Tower was overvalued by $100 million. So he said there were definitely overvaluations. It's just he didn't blame you personally for them. And then, of course, not allowed a jury. Talk to Alina Habba about that one. She's the one who filled out that paperwork and did not select to have a jury trial. But let's be real honest here, Donald. You'd probably be much worse off if you did have a jury in that courtroom. So you probably got off light by not having a jury present. Judge knows we're not guilty of anything. That's a lie. Created thousands of jobs. Thousands? Really? Like with Trump Tower? Or are you trying to include every single thing out there? Watch the trial. Of course, he wants all eyeballs on it because, again, he is supposed to be taking the stand today. That may or may not happen. But if he does, he wants to make sure everybody's watching their TVs so that when he walks out of the courtroom and talks to the press, everybody will see him in the spotlight. Why is he freaking out right now? Because he knows the end is near. The end is near in so very many ways for him. He's already lost the case, okay? This trial that's been going on was not to determine liability. Liability has already been established. In other words, he is guilty, even though we don't say guilty, we say liable because it's a civil case. So he's done. He's going to have to pay probably hundreds of millions of dollars as a result of this. But that's not the thing that scares him the most. The thing that scares him the most is that Engoron has already suggested that most likely they will be dissolving the Trump Organization and prohibiting Trump and his sons and any company he starts thereafter from doing business in the state for X amount of years. That is what terrifies Donald Trump because it would mean the end of the Trump Organization as it is currently known. So he's panicked, he's freaked out, he knows there's nothing he can do to stop it, and all he can do is lash out like a wounded animal.